Hey guys, Bird Yu-Gi-Oh here. So no, I'm not doing 3 deck profiles today. I'm just showing you guys some decks that are coming up. These are all going to be brand new to the channel. I have not done an Orcus deck, Rocket deck, or a Zombie deck. Those are all coming up real soon, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you are subscribed. We have a lot of variety on this channel. So yeah, we're not doing any of these today. We are doing Sky Strikers though. So yeah, a lot of you guys have been wanting to see how I'm playing this deck nowadays. It's a really good deck. The way I play it and the way I prefer to play a lot of my competitive decks or decks that I would take to like a tournament or something is a deck that can go first and go second. And this is definitely one of them. That's how I built it. I've seen a lot of people playing this deck as just like a going second, which is totally fine, but I prefer a deck that goes first and second with ease. So yeah, let's get right into it. Again, if you guys need any cards, check out the link in the description or in the comment section. It'll take you to TCG Player. Let's get right into this. Starting off with our 3 Sky Striker Ace Ray. It's by far the card you want to see in your hand most of the time. Because you just have a lot of ways of getting her on the field to then get out one of your Link monsters super easily. She's also a warrior, which is very nice. And then 2 Sky Striker Ace Rose or Rose, however you want to say it. Not as good as Ray, but still really nice to have. Again, just another level 4 warrior. Yeah, just another easy way to get to your Links. And then alongside, this is basically our Sky Striker monster engine, very small. So it's always nice to play some hand traps, and why not play the best hand trap in the game, Psyframe Gear Gamma, and you have to play your 1 driver. Yeah, it's amazing. Play it if you can. Play it in every deck. It's such a good hand trap. And then in addition to that, because we can definitely fit a lot of hand traps in here, 3 Ash Blossom, really nice, and 3 Effect Veiler. I have seen people play as many as 15 hand traps in their Sky Striker decks. That's obviously more for going a pure going second build, blind going second basically. Like I said, this one is more, go first or go second. It can do either one, and you should be fine either way. So yeah, I felt 9 hand traps was perfect. And then a really good going second card, Pankratops. It obviously does take up one of your main monster zones, but you can get it off the field basically whenever you want. So it's nice to have. I like it, especially for going second. And then for our going first engine, we're playing artifacts. So we're playing 1 Scythe, 1 Moraltac. They're amazing. I'm not going to go as far as to say it's the best going first engine, but it's really good for going first. So yeah, that's what we're playing for all the monsters. For the spells, which is quite a bit of the deck, we're playing, of course, the 3 Widow Anchor. Now it's unlimited again, which it should be. Really good card. It's your main, basically your main set card that you want for Sky Strikers for interruption. And obviously you can take a monster your opponent controls until the end phase, so that's nice too. But yeah, just really good card. Really nice to have it at 3. And we're also playing 2 Area Zero. It's a really good card to start with. It just does a lot for you. It gets your engine going. Only 2 though. I never felt the need to have that 3rd one. Wanted to make room for a few other cards, so bump this one down to 2. I think it's perfect. 2 Shark Cannon. Never played it at 3. Never will. I think it's perfect at 2. But this is really good because you're going to target a monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, or if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, you can special summon it to your field. So just basically getting rid of a problematic card in your opponent's graveyard. And then 2 Afterburners. Amazing card. You're going to target a face-up monster, destroy it, and then if you have 3 or more spells, you can destroy a spell and trap on the field. So 2 really good effects. Hornet Drones, really nice card to start with. It's your, just a 1 card go into your Sky Striker Ace monsters without even using a normal summon of like your Ray or Rose or whatever. Great card. Jamming Waves. I have played it at 2 in the past. Depending on what you're playing, what deck you're playing against, this card is absolutely amazing because it's the opposite of Afterburners. Basically, you're going to target a set. It has to be a set one, though. Set spell and trap on the field, destroy it. And if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, you can destroy a monster on the field as well. So like I said, I like to side the second one. I think it's really nice to have. And then the last Sky Striker spell card is Multi-Roll. It's again another just like advantage card. Nice to have, not necessary, but I definitely do like to see it and like to play it. And then for some draw power, 3 Pot of Desires. I had to go with it. Again, mostly because we have our Widow Anchor at 3, and all of these other ones are expendable. You don't necessarily need them. You just want cards in your hand. So Pot of Desires, best way to do that. And then 1 Upstart Goblin, same reason, and we're playing 40 cards, so why not? And then going second, Mind Control, really nice to have. Terraforming to search out our Area 0. And then Reinforcement of the Army to search out our Sky Striker Ace main deck monsters. And then the only traps we're playing, 3 Artifact Sanctum. It's all you need, honestly, if you're going first, and if you can make some links, have a few other, like maybe like a Widow Anchor or something, and then a Sanctum, should be all you need. Obviously, of course, it depends on what you're playing, but it's a really good card. And then, of course, you can side in, if you know you're going first, like strikes or whatever else you want. You could play a whole trap trick engine if you want to, play more like compulsory evacuation device, and trap trick and all that. So completely up to you guys, but this is the way I'm playing it, and I'm really liking it. And then now for the extra deck, 3 Kagari. That should be very obvious. You're just going to be adding a Sky Striker spell in your graveyard to your hand. Really nice. Hayate. If this card battled, you're going to be able to send a Sky Striker card from your deck to the graveyard. So then sometimes you can make her attack, send any card you want to the grave, and then change it into a Kagari, and then add that card to your hand. So you're basically searching in a roundabout way. And then we have 3 Shizuku. This deck just kind of does everything. It's adding from your graveyard to your hand, and then Shizuku during the end phase. You're going to be adding a Sky Striker spell from your deck to your hand, so it just gains advantage. This is just one of those decks that just kind of rinse and repeat. You're going to be adding cards, setting cards, adding during the end phase, just gaining so much advantage. That's a lot of times how you defeat your opponent. I didn't play, obviously, Mystic Mine in the main deck. I'm not crazy about it. It's obviously really good, but I don't like a card where it's basically your win condition. And a lot of decks that I've been seeing for Sky Striker, it's like Mystic Mine is their win condition. And this deck just does so much more. Like I said, just that advantage that you're gaining just every single turn just overwhelms your opponent most of the time. That just playing a degenerate card like Mystic Mine, I just don't like it, but completely up to you. Play it if you have it. It's a great card. Play 1 Kaina. Not used as often, but it does come up. I just like 1. It's also nice, for another zone pointing down. And then 1 Zeke. When Mind Control was at 3, I had this card at 2. Because it's really good. You can use basically your opponent's monster that you just took control of to then go into a Zeke. Kind of cool. But this, you can target a face-up monster on the field and banish it. And then you can also target 1 other card you control. This card gains 1,000 attack, and then you send the target to the graveyard, so you can get him up to 2500 attack. Kind of nice. And then just some other option cards we have. Ningirsu, mostly in here for the Red Eyes Dragoon, because this card, you just send a card from each player's field to the graveyard, so it doesn't target or anything like that. So it's good out. Basically, you have to make it with Zeke, and then another, Sky Striker Link monster usually is how you're going to go into him. And then we play the Nightmares, Cerberus, Phoenix, Unicorn. They're basically just there if we need them. Obviously, mostly for going second. It's nice to have them, but and then of course you have to play the Sky Striker token. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. Hope you like it. It is definitely more of a budget version. Really, really nice having these Widow Anchors back. But yeah, great going first, great going second. Just the way I like it. So yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.